At the Searcy Public Library, and today I have with me Melinda Choate.
Hello.
And Melinda is our shelver?
Page.
Okay, they call it a page. And tell people what you do in that position.
Well, I do shelf when the materials come back in on the return carts. I have to make sure they get back on the shelves in order and that everything is nice and tidy so that the next patron can easily find the book or the audio, whatever they want to find in the library.
And you mostly work in the adult section, is that right?
That's right. I work in the adult room, out in the aisles where all the books are.
So when you're in the library, sometimes you'll come across Melinda in the aisles with big book carts, and
Yep.
she's always hiding back there in the stacks usually.
Right.
And then, what else do you help with? Inventory?
Yes, I do a lot of discarding, so when we don't need the books anymore, I take them off the shelf and take them out of the computer system.
And then you also package books up that we are getting rid of, right?
Right.
For that we have a program that when we don't want books anymore, it's a recent program we've just gotten. This company will either buy them back or put them to use somewhere else in a responsible fashion instead of us just giving them away in large bulk to someone. So that's a new program. And so, well, thank you for coming. You did not want to do this originally, correct?
I was a little shy.
Yeah, she's a little shy today, so this is her first time doing this. And so I picked a relatively simple little thing. Was this an easy craft, do you think?
Uh-huh.
So we picked an easy one. And I got this craft off of Frugal Fun for Boys and Girls off the internet. I was looking for some themes to go along with our summer reading program, which has started. It started at the beginning of the June, and it's called Imagine Your Story.
Okay.
And that is our summer reading program. And it is focusing on fairy tales, mythological creatures, and mythologies, and different things. It's all the stories that are in this corner under 398.2, 398.20, 398.22, and 398.24. And so it's that whole designation of the Dewey Decimal System revolving around myths, mythological creatures, fairy tales, and different mythologies from around the world. So it's a pretty wide spectrum. But I've tried to start we're going to start trying to make crafts for some of that. So today we are making some dragons. We have these little dragons. See, you can make your little dragons. I don't know if you can see that. This is kind of far away, but it's got like a little head and some legs and has some wings that work. So if you're doing some dragon stories, you can use these as toys. And then we got this is the one you made so far. You made that one?
You made that one.
Oh, this one.
I made this
You made
one.
this one. And then I made this one in a close-up video to show, like, close-up what I used, like, to make and how I used the...
Another one of these little cute little dragons. And they do stand up. It just takes a minute to get them to... And they're made out of pipe cleaners. So you need about 7 pipe cleaners for this one. There was another dragon activity on that same website. And they used a whole bunch of different multicolors, and they were making the How to Train Your Dragon dragons. But that one seemed a little bit too complicated for our makerspace. So that's why we chose to do the simplified dragon. So once you've made this simplified dragon, then you can work your way up to the How to Train Your Dragon dragons with all the different color pipe cleaners and all the different configurations. So hopefully you'll have a lot of fun with making the little dragons. Alright, so we got at least 7 of the same color pipe cleaner. And of course, we've been using these for a lot of different crafts, so I bought this big mega bag. But if you find them at the dollar store, you can get a pack of probably 10 or 12 for $1 at the dollar store. And then for foam, I found this in the closet. I was cleaning out closets the other day, and I just happened to find a sheeted foam. And they said you could use felt or this foam. I chose to use the foam because I had this to use up.
It has more body.
It has a little bit more stiffness to it, which I like, but rather than the felt. Because over time, I could see the felt kind of getting a little bit, what do you call, worn, and it might pick up a lot of dust. And then also, if you're cleaning these items, if your kids are playing with them a lot, you know, this might be better to wipe off if it gets dirty. And the felt also seemed a little bit like it would, over time, it would just crumble and not hold its shape as good. And I think I got this foam from the dollar store at Dollar Tree for $1, and it has like all these different sheets. So you can either use one of these from the dollar store, or if you just have some of this foam from other projects around the house, you can use this. And then we need googly eyes, and I always have a big tub of this because we do makerspace, but if you have, you know, you can get the googly eyes from the Dollar Tree too. And then I've also got some Dollar Tree craft sticks. And you don't need this many, you just need one craft stick really. Because one craft stick will make you 2 dragons.
Right.
And so you need one craft stick and then 2 googly eyes and about 7 of the same color pipe cleaner. And then about a half a sheet of foam or 2 of the same color if you're using this size. So we got that. So let's get our craft sticks ready. That was the first step on this. If you need printed out directions, you can go to the Frugal Fun for Boys and Girls.com and print out a printed version of the steps. I borrowed this from them. So they suggest, you know, taking your craft stick. Let's get a new one. We're using remnants from our other dragon, but you would cut off the ends here. And they're only, I would say, just about 1 inch.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just cut off 1 inch on each end. And then for your second dragon, you can use the middle part. Because you're going to cut them off on each end. And then you'll end up with a piece like this. And then you're going to round off the corners to make it a little smoother. And you can just do that with, they cut really easy with scissors. Now, if it's a toddler, you know, you might want to go ahead and pre-cut these if you're working with a toddler. And toddlers will need a little help with this, but it's not that they couldn't make it. Because I have some toddlers that totally make pipe cleaner crafts. I mean, they actually do better than the older kids sometimes with these pipe cleaner crafts. And then, of course, you're going to need some glue sticks and a glue gun, which we've been using a lot for most of the crafts we're doing around here. And I just got these from Dollar General. They're the fat ones because I have a fat glue gun. But if you have those little tiny glue guns, you can find a little Dollar Tree glue gun and a little bag of glue at the Dollar Tree. So probably for under $10 you could make, with those items from the dollar store, you could make probably 10 or 20 dragons.
Yeah.
You know, so minimal cost, but lots of fun. All right, so we got our 2 little craft sticks cut into kind of like rounded, you know. And we got our 2 eyes here. Okay, so we kind of figured out a way to make this quicker. Because on the paper, it says to just connect each pipe cleaner as you go. But I figured out for the first 4 pipe cleaners, you can just connect them all together. Show them yours all connected. And all you do to do that is just twist the ends together around each other. And if you do it pretty, you know, solidly, they'll hold on. So that's what Melinda did. She already did hers together. She wanted to have enough time to do that. So she did hers ahead of time. Okay, so you got your big long 4 pipe cleaners connected. Okay, so then you start with your head. So you get one of your little craft sticks rounded off, you know.
You're going to do your thumb for the head first? Or?
And to get started, you just take your thumb and your finger and you kind of make a little spiral at the very beginning. Like right on each other. You don't want any space in between them. So it's kind of like a little round fern looking thing. And then you stick that on the front of your craft stick there, like at the beginning. And then you want to wrap. You start wrapping it around your craft stick.
Head first.
Yeah, we're doing the head first. Okay. So you just kind of wrap it around a little bit. And I always like to put a little glue at the end of this thing, just because it'll hold on better. Did I turn this off? Oh, we unplugged it when we switched places. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, our glue gun got... Our glue gun, $15 every 4 years. It's not like a bad price.
Right. Think of all the things you could put.
yeah, so we hope that you'll start checking out some books. We have curbside pickup now, so you can get books for our summer reading program. We also have bags in the lobby area, the atrium up here, that you can pick up for summer reading that have all the web addresses, and it also has the Facebook that you can use to watch all the programs. We have live programs that are going to be streamed this year, so you can pick up your bag and start checking out some books from the library. I have tons of fairy tales and mythological stories over here, and mythologies from different parts of the world. We have some really cool mythologies from all over the world over here in the fairy tale section, so I hope you'll check some of those out. And we hope that you'll start reading some fairy tales, and you're reading stories, and make a craft that goes along with your story to act it out if you want to. It can be a pretty involved thing if you want to make it for your summer curriculum. If you're doing homeschooling, it's pretty intense. So I always glue on my spines if I want to glue my spine on before I put my wings on.
Yeah, okay. I need another color, or I can do the same color, I suppose.
Well, I also got this orange
Oh,
one.
yeah. Okay, good.
I pre-made Melinda one in
Sounds
case
good.
she didn't have
I
one
didn't
made.
see it sitting there.
So
All right, let me see how you did that.
I just glued it on the straight, like
On
straight
the
on the back.
Oh, I love it. I love the orange on the green. That looks great.
Okay.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, I forgot to put my tail on. And then you can bend your tail after you get it, like you can make it however you want it once you glue the end of it on there. Okay, so I'm going to have a very close-up of how I did this, of my hands. And I will say that Jody is out this week. So this video is not going to be as fancy as what she would do. But at the end, I'm going to show a close-up of me doing this yesterday for this little dragon, so that you can see all the things that I used to make this dragon up close if you can't see it in this video from the way we're doing it quickly here on the table. Let's see. I just have my wings. Did you get your wings on yet?
Not yet.
Okay. Last step, just put your wings on.
It's coming alive.
And I always face my pencil marks on the inside, so they don't really show. And then on this dragon, the foam I used was thinner, so I just made like little webs of pipe cleaners on the bottom to kind of hold it straighter, to keep it from getting all flimsy.
I think that's a great idea.
And it kind of looks like the spines on a dragon anyway, so you can totally do that. You can even do that on both sides, couldn't you?
Yeah.
And I just did that because the foam that I used for this one was so thin,
I think
and it
great.
didn't want to stay up, and so I used that. So you can do that too. There's all kinds of ways you can modify it. You can put sparkles on these dragons. You can put, you can draw on them. You can just be so creative with these. This is just a basic idea of one. You can modify it. You can make the wings however big you want. You can make a bigger dragon if you wanted to use more pipe cleaners. This is just the bare bones dragon we made for the purposes of video production today. And then you'll be able to go on that fun. So if you go on the frugalfunforboysandgirls.com, there you go. You'll be able to see these little dragons. And if you wanted to, after I make my dragon, sometimes I go back around its neck with another pipe cleaner,
I think that's
or a
what
half
I'm
of a
gonna
pipe cleaner, because it is kind of wobbly unless you kind of shore it up with another pipe
do.
cleaner.
Right,
So I'm just going to go around this bad boy a couple times with another pipe cleaner. And you can use like a full pipe cleaner for that. So it's like 6 or 7 pipe cleaners you use in this craft, depending on how you do it. I know for another one I wrapped a whole bunch of pipe cleaners around, or like one whole pipe cleaner around my tail. So, but I think that the neck is the part that needs the reinforcement mostly.
Right.
Well, thanks Melinda for doing this craft with me.
You're welcome. It was fun.
And Melinda helped us with the paper mache production. She helped us do paper mache for that van, the cat van.
Yeah.
So she has helped behind the scenes before. She's just never been on camera. So we appreciate you coming out from behind the camera to help us today.
Thank you for asking me.
Well, and we hope you have fun with the fairy tales, mythological creatures, and the summer reading program. And if you have any questions, you can just call us at the Searcy Public Library If you have any questions about the reading program, we can answer those for you. We have curbside pickup now, so go ahead and check out some books because we are overstocked in here. What about you? Do you have room on your shelves in there in the adult section?
Getting more room.
You took out a lot of books.
Yes.
Okay, I have started taking out a lot of books because we've had way too much overflow from people returning all their books and not checking out any anymore. So you can go on our website and check out under your library card. You can go on there and reserve items. If you don't know how to do that, you can call us at the library and find out. And then right after this, you'll see my up close hands of how we made these dragons. All right, thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. And we'll see you later.